walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League, and we are in for a great show, a great show. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, I am joined by RJ, Kenny. Matt will be on his way. He's just putting some sun cream on because if he turns on the light, he'll get burned. But how are we both doing?
In real life, I'm okay. Football life, I'm mildly depressed. You'll know why.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get into it. What about you, Kenny?
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Yeah. That's what Zuma's going to say in court. Bionex says, big up, Niall. Hope you liked the super chat earlier. I did. It was really appreciated. He super chatted earlier in the Chelsea show. Much appreciated. Ooh. And of course, guys, you can now put in super chats and all of that lovely stuff, super stickers and stuff like that, if you want to donate on a more personal level to the channel and probably get more notice being in the chat on these shows because they can get mad hectic. But much appreciated to everyone. RJ Pinaldo is crap, for sure.
Yeah.
Kenny has the nerve to put Salah crying pick when his team is at the FA Cup and cannot beat Burnley.
Listen, man, just show him, man. Maybe have some happiness.
Look, we need to start. Obviously, we weren't congregated last Friday because we were all busy watching a very good match, in my opinion. But let's go back a bit further because your misery doesn't start there. I'm afraid your misery starts on transfer deadline day. Lots of excitement. A new signing being unveiled at 10 p.m. Sorry, shit, that was Argyle. RJ, did you enjoy deadline day? I mean, lots of action on United, lots of things. Obviously, there was Zakaria, there was Hidara, there was lots of central midfielders for very cheap prices as well. And of course, this really competent board, the Glazers, decided absolutely we'll back Ralph Ragnick with 5 million and get Zakaria. RJ, you must have been delighted to see Zakaria come into United.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it was a dream come true. Jesus, we actually got back for once. Oh my God, it was unreal. No, to be fair, look, I'll be honest. It was very quiet. I was kind of expecting it, to be fair. Did I want to see them? 100%. But realistically, knowing as a United fan, we're not getting it. So, yeah, we just had to just be honest with ourselves and just be honest. So that's why it was simply it. So, yeah, a bit sad that we didn't get anyone. But look, we have Garner coming back. We have Ethan Lay coming back in the summer. So at least we can be, we can be positive, I guess, in a sense, you could say.
I'm not about to allow the positivity to continue flowing, I'm afraid, RJ. Kenny, early in the transfer deadline day, Ragnick said Jesse Lingard could leave. The Glazers then decided, actually, we are the manager here, Ralph. I'm sorry, you are just a mouthpiece. We say no. Kenny, are you delighted that Jesse Lingard is going to stay until the summer? To which then inevitably he'll leave for free.
Well, what could we have done? Because with I'm not going to mention his name, but with that situation that you will know about, we certainly got barely any right wingers. We got Sancho and now Lingard, and also Juan Mata. But to be honest, do we even class Juan Mata as a football player for Man United? I don't think we do, to be honest with you. But
oh dear Lord Almighty,
we got barely any right wingers. and barely any decent ones. Lingard is okay for squad depth. No,
Mate, he's already got his flip flops and sun cream on, and he's tanning himself in Dubai.
but what are we supposed to do if Sancho gets injured? What are we supposed to do if Sancho gets injured?
What do you expect
Pray
Jesse
to
Lingard?
whatever god that we have, I guess. To be fair.
What do you think Jesse
Wait, what
Lingard's going to do on the pitch? Jesse Lingard's already checked out, mate. He's already like, oh, summer, I get lots of money. Bye-bye, guys. Bye, Rashi. I'll tweet. I'll Instagram you later.
If Sancho was to get injured, we'd have to play one matter.
Might as well play Hannibal there. Or Bruno. Or
I want Hannibal to play. Like, I genuinely want. People are not ready for
have,
Hannibal.
have you just considered maybe moving Dallo to right wing for
No.
an emergency? No, isn't it? RJ,
No.
as an emergency in a one-off game, I'm sure Dallo could
No, but
play
like,
right
seriously,
wing.
wait, who do we play right back then?
Well, who do you think? Wan-Bissaka?
Oh, no, thank you.
Well, I'm sorry that you're not gifted. Well, if you kept Brandon Williams, you could have had Brandon Williams right back, but you decided to send him out on loan.
He's not even better.
He is definitely better than Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Don't give me that shit.
Maybe, but like Ethan Lade is way better than the
Maybe. No, he is not.
Yes,
Brandon Williams is doing it in the Prem.
Like, Ethan Lade does not miss from 6 yards out, right?
Ethan Lade is doing it in the Championship, so I know which one my money's on. But yeah, Bionek says, can we get rid of the title of Varane? He is no longer Champions League Varane, he is Championship Varane or Europa League Varane next season. United had the best window in January. Trippier, Bruno, Grimares, Chris Wood and Dan Burn. Oops, wrong United. That is true. Big up to Mustafa as well. But you know, we ought to probably do the manager situation, because there's a bit of a manager situation before I make you talk about Middlesbrough and Burnley, which I know RJ is absolutely desperate to talk about. He's so excited about talking about that shower of shit. But manager situation. There's lots of leaks, as you can imagine, coming out of your club, because, you know, I don't actually have to prep for these shows. I just look on Twitter and go, boom, 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 done. It's actually ridiculously easy, and I can see why Goldbridge set up a United channel as a Nottingham Forest fan. But RJ, the manager situation, are you concerned that that Ralph's not getting backed by the board, and he's meant to have power? I don't know if the power is he gets to choose what to eat in the dinner room, or, you know, which players get to punch him in the balls. I don't really know what the situation is, but are you concerned that he's not being backed now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know at this, right? I think just with the fact that we know he's not going to be manager at the end of the season, I think that's the reason why he was not backed. However, I mean,
you're right. He's leaving the club in the summer, and oh wait, shit,
well,
he's moving upstairs into a advisor role, which I presume will be to advise on what paninis they can have for lunch.
Well, what I'm hoping he does in the summer is that he can kick out, you know, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka,
oh, you want
Maguire.
You want grilled cheese paninis and not tuna? I get it.
Yeah,
I'm sure Ralph.
I'm not really type of the fishy guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure Ralph can arrange that in the canteen.
Anyway, yeah, no, look, I don't know. Hopefully Ralph gets what he wants as the advisor. But I mean, realistically, this is Man United. We haven't been functional for the last 10 years, so I mean, it is what it is.
I'll actually say longer than that. The only reason you were functional because Fergie was still there, and even that was going to tits up at the end. Also, big up to Matt. Niall, how much superior to kick Kenny off? How much super chat to kick Kenny off from the show?
€2. €2. That's all. Final offer, €2.
Luis Enrique is one, but unfortunately it's going to be Poch. I don't think Luis Enrique is still one.
Oh, here, man.
Yeah, ain't Ragnick's fault. His tactics should have had 17 wins, and United couldn't take chances, and VAR were crap. More like the strikers are crap. No, that's complete bullshit. But Kenny, are you concerned Ralph's not being backed by the Glazers?
I'm used to it. I'm used to managers not being backed by the Glazers, not being backed by the Glazers, especially.
Ollie was backed under Glazers.
Yeah, was Josie backed after the first window? Was Josie backed? No,
but they backed Ollie. They backed Ollie. 450 million down the drain.
Ollie Solskjaer they backed, yes. That was
they quite liked Ollie.
Not the second season.
Got back managers, and even And even in January, they didn't ever last. I think that's a false statement, never mind. But what I'm trying to say is that I was expecting it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was expecting it. And I really.
There's a difference between expecting it and are you concerned about it? That was the real question.
Well, yeah, I am a bit.
Yeah, bring that. £2 is good enough. Yeah, you can do
that. I am.
Or whatever it is to get like a chicken fillet roll over in England.
I am concerned about it. The fact is,
not a treat.
Right, you know what? I'm just gonna stop speaking.
Probably feel best.
Thank you.
Kenny has actually got people on the channel that like him. I don't know. We're waiting for Wolf.
Have you become a psychologist where you can just read people's minds and just
no? Wolf quite likes Kenny. I feel like Kenny is a bit like Ty from AFTV. Like he just randomly just chat shit, and then one time in a blue moon he'll land on like a half decent point.
No, that's not true. I'm just a waffler. That's what I am.
Yeah, so's Ty from AFTV. Waffles a load of crap.
Like me.
Crikey, another monologue. We've already just had one. It just goes with sort of like that. But Matt, try and give me an answer in English would be ideal. Are you concerned that Ralph Rangnick's not being backed by the Glazers?
Not really, like, because he's away in the summer anyway, so we had some signings. The manager might not have liked him, shit like that. And then Ragnick didn't even want anyone in January. He said himself at the start that
no, he definitely wanted Zakaria for $5 million.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. He should have got that. Well, not even like if we got Poch or I don't think he was as a carry.
Matt, I suppose the question is, would Ten Hag and Poch be that angry that you brought in Zakaria when you've only really got Fred Matic and McTominay there?
I just think it would be better to let them make their own decisions in the summer.
Yeah,
but I can't. Done anyway. We're not going to win anything.
Yeah, but the thing is, you could have got Zakaria
Matt, we're winning the quadruple, mate. We're winning the quadruple.
Yeah, but you could have got Zakaria for $5 million. Instead, you're now probably going to have to spend $100 million on just two midfielders, and that's if you don't go for Declan Rice, which is obviously exactly what the Glazers will go for.
Yeah, but I think it should be down to the manager, the full-time manager. Because I'm not even a big Ragnick fan. So I don't care that he hasn't been backed at all.
That's a terrible take on it, but I'll accept it. I'll accept it because it's in English. Why not Enrique? He made the best from front three, ever won 15 trophies in his career. So let me deal with this one, actually, because when Liverpool brought in Jurgen Klopp, he wasn't, I don't want to say finished, because I don't think Enrique's finished, but he wasn't, Jurgen was sort of this new face, wasn't he? He's new, got new ideas, innovative. Pep obviously went to City very experienced, but he's still very innovative. Doesn't even play with a striker at all, or in the Champions League, a DM. So surely the manager that United should be looking at is exactly a Ten Hag, who can bred in the youth, will play a style of football that resembles something of Ralph Rangnick, and can build a team, as we've seen with the Ajax team that he built in 2019 that was about a second away from the Champions League final. Like, surely a Ten Hag is a manager you want to go for, because you've done the Enrique type manager. You brought in Jose, you brought in Van Gaal, you've brought in Rangnick, but they were all past their best. Is Enrique really, like, is he really that anymore? I don't think so. I watched Spain versus in the Euros, and I can't say I was that impressed with them. Yes, in an international tournament he did all right, but the bread and butter of the Premier League, I think Enrique will get thrown out. He'll get chewed up and spat on by like all of them, even Graham Potter.
Do you know win the treble in Spain?
Probably, but I could probably win the treble in Spain with that fucking Barcelona team, Matt. I'm not joking.
Yeah, true.
Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, mate. I wouldn't even. Exactly, I wouldn't even need to turn up in the dugout. I could just be, I don't know, sipping on a cocktail on the beach. They'll literally do their job. Like it's not that difficult, is it? Nah, Kenny ain't Chai. Don't disrespect him like that. He's DT. Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
dear Lord! I don't know what. Jesus.
Kamara Neves 40 million, Rice equals 100 million. I know which one I'm taking. Do you think you're getting Kamara and Neves for 40 million? That's cute. No, the reason people like Kenny is because he's hilarious and we like timing how long his waffles go on for.
No, I'm getting absolutely rinsed still.
What's the longest waffle you've ever had? To be fair,
That's Morecambe fan will probably be able to tell us. A spreadsheet's probably been conducted. Come on, Niall, it's not Enrique's fault. Morata is terrible. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you've gone for the managers that are the so-called big names, like Enrique. So you've gone for as I say, a Van Gaal, Jose, you know. Why not go for a manager that you've never really dealt with, which is a young up-and-coming manager with fresh ideas? Because there's no doubt this United team needs fresh ideas and a overhaul like I've never seen one before. And, you know, big up Ollie for his rebuild. Big up the panel and Kenny. 117 hours, 19 minutes, RJ, is the longest waffle. But this is actually what Ollie's like right now.
It's becoming emotional now because they stop and that's they'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
You're a dickhead now for putting that on.
They'll be fine. He said they'll be fine. I don't think they're fine.
Under Carrick we were fine. I'll give him that. Under Carrick we were fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine. Was the exact words.
He said that about Carrick though. And under Carrick we were actually fine.
You weren't fine under Carrick.
We were fine for a game. Oh my days.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different. That's exactly what that's what a manager bounces, Kenny. Ollie's just lasted 3 months and then it fell off a cliff. But you know, yes, I have got that clip stored. I have others. I've got this one.
Oh my god, I love it! I fucking love it!
Big up pie face. But you know, that was the nice part of the show. RJ, Middlesbrough.
No comment. No comment.
I want lots of comments on this.
I think the time that Kenny will speak will cover mine and Matt's time, so I think we should let him speak.
I think you should talk to me about your thoughts on the Middlesbrough game, because do you know what? For once, I don't think you can blame the manager. Yeah, that was definitely the players' fault that game.
I mean, I also blame the referee for being how incompetent he is. I don't care what rule it is. If it's a handball, it's a handball. Like,
oh, I get that, but you probably should be looking at your attackers for the reason you lost.
Oh, I know, I understand. They deserve to fucking get a bit of hate. Yes, I understand that.
Then but please give them that hate now.
Wait, where did Mac? Oh, it's probably his internet. Yeah, look, they just had a bad game, to be fair, I'll be honest. But it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like if we didn't get shot by that referee, we would still be, we'd still be in the FA Cup. But
should a club like Manchester United be relying on the referees to win them games against Middlesbrough?
I never said that we need to rely. We just need a fair referee.
RJ, do you blame Ronaldo?
I'm not blaming Ronaldo, no. He's not the one to blame. Okay. Everyone misses a penalty. Are you going to blame Elanga for missing a penalty?
Well, okay. What about Bruno missing an open goal?
Well, Bruno missing 2 open goals, actually.
Well,
one of them volley.
What about that one, RJ?
You know you're allowed to you're allowed to say bad stuff about your favorite.
Okay, Matt, you talk to us about the Middlesbrough game, because RJ's trying to be diplomatic and it may work with Boris and Putin, but it ain't gonna work here. Matt,
I'm sick of Ronaldo, to be honest. I think we should actually get rid of him in the summer.
Oh dear
Lord! Why are you laughing? He doesn't fit our system at all.
Finally,
what do we fit our? We don't have a system, Matt. Seriously.
We do.
No, but any manager you look to bring in, whether that be Poch or Ten Hag, Ronaldo don't fit that system. So
How does he?
Because it's a pressing system.
Until we got Ronaldo.
Ronaldo does press sometimes.
No, he doesn't. You couldn't press a button, that man.
So Matt, what is the problem with Ronaldo? Because he dropped him for Burnley, but what is his problem? Because ever since
And we
Ronaldo's
played
come in,
fantastic in the
United,
first half against Burnley.
ever since
He didn't play
Ronaldo
against
came,
Burnley.
ever since
in the first half.
Ronaldo came back to United, the wheels have not only just come off the bus, they've been burnt to shreds. What the hell has happened?
I don't know. But in the first half without Ronaldo, we've looked fantastic against Burnley. Against Everton, when he came on, we dropped points. I don't know why you're laughing all day. He is a problem.
Cavani missed a fucking open goal, and you're like, "Oh no, it's not an open goal."
You know what, Arjun? Go to a United game, watch Ronaldo, and you won't see him.
Oh, funny, man. All right, yeah.
Well,
Go
they
outside
actually
when
look-
it's sunny. Go outside when it's sunny, mate.
So, I've got a quote here from Buffon. Right, we're all aware of the Buffon, right?
Kenny, you know who this is?
Sure, man.
Right. So he
He went
said,
to
I
Chelsea.
think, and this is the perfect. Do you know what? I can actually completely see it now. Okay, if you think back to United last season and the team unit, right? I want you all to take yourselves back. Actually, take yourself back, right, to the Eric Bailly. Eric Bailly, you know, when he put in that massive block against, I think it was Villa, right?
Mhm.
And the entire team went up to him, right? Think of that. I think Juventus lost that DNA of being a team. We reached the Champions League final in 2017 because we were a side full of experience, but above all, we were a single unit. We lost that with Ronaldo. Do you think that getting in Ronaldo has been the issue all along?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, Kenny.
Explain.
Not the main issue, but I don't really. I don't really rate him.
It's the main issue.
Oh my
I
god,
think
Matt. Oh, here.
So Matt, why do you think he's the main issue then? Let's try and have a debate about
We're
this.
playing to accommodate his needs. He's our best player last season was Bruno Fernandes. He's massively declined his gaming. That can't be just a coincidence. You don't drop form overnight.
Rashford's been shit as well.
I mean, he did have a shit
I was
Euros and a
like-
shit Europa League final. Like, do you not think that would be a drop in form, Matt? Or do you think that, you know, he's a fucking robot and he doesn't have fucking emotions?
No, I think in terms of the Europa League final, I think the entire team had a bad day.
No, but like her morale definitely dropped. Like, you can definitely see that those lads were not the same.
No,
Yes.
I disagree because when you all came back from you came back and you faced Leeds opening day, that team didn't look like it was recovering from a hangover. In fact, that team absolutely smashed Leeds.
When we have a bad
It was
result as
Leeds,
well,
though,
he's
to be
the
fair.
first-
It was
When we have
Leeds,
a
to be
bad-
fair.
We always battle Leeds at home. I think Wolves
When
and
we have a
Southampton.
bad result.
To be fair with RJ, Wolves and Southampton did not look good for us at all. To be completely fair.
No, what I will say, right? This is what I will say about Ronaldo scenario, right? The fact is, right, we're putting all the blame on him, right? And there's still none on our CDM, on our centre backs, on our left back,
Because there is
or
no
our right
CDM.
back, right?
Well, I was just about to say the reason we can't blame a CDM is because you don't have one.
Well, you know, but that's why we're not doing so well, right? Yeah, Ronaldo isn't
We
perfect,
done
but he's
plenty.
doing the
We
best
done
he
fine
can.
last season. We finished second last season without DM.
Because everyone else was shit, mate. Seriously, Liverpool. How many injuries did Liverpool have last season? Realistically,
So,
Van Dijk out.
Chelsea won
Right,
the Champions
Chelsea-
League.
Well, yeah, no, that's because they got brought in Tuchel after, you know, Lampard nearly crashed them into a
Thought you
fucking
didn't rate it, though.
concrete block.
I mean, even
No,
City
he's
in
doing
the
shit. No, he was shit in the league though. He was shit in the league, but he was good in the Champions League. But no, like I said,
Same as
I think-
Ronaldo, then.
it's not Ronaldo because you have to understand, right? Our defense has been the worst thing in our team this season, right? Arguably, you could probably say
Brown's
that our
been good.
midfield is the second, right? Maguire
Brown's
is
been
probably
good.
the worst. Okay, Dallow's been okay. There has been some games where he's been a bit iffy, right? That Newcastle game, I swear, he got sent back to, you know, AC Milan about 20 million times by Alan
It's
St.
okay.
right?
I've never seen Aaron Bissaka sent anywhere.
That's because he says no. Joking, joking though. No, I think. Look, like I said, if you blame Ronaldo, you're just. I don't. I don't.
No,
I
I
don't think it's the right statement.
I
I
am
just think it's
blaming
wrong
him.
to blame him. Why? Why would you blame Ronaldo?
Why would
He's
I
so
blame
on the pitch when we have a
Ronaldo?
bad result. Everyone looks up to Ronaldo, and
What?
Let's just go through some of the reasons why I think Ronaldo is part of the problem. So Matt makes a very valid point, right? He does storm off the pitch every time you don't win, and I know he's frustrated. Heck, if I was the Argyle manager and we had just lost, I would want to storm off. But the thing you have to do is respect your fans. You have to respect them. They're not happy anyway. I can't imagine anyone stood in that away end at Burnley was at all happy at that performance. What they don't need is Ronaldo running off all straight away. The cameras are on Ronaldo. It's not on the team. It's not as a unit. Ronaldo's ran off. Ronaldo's not part of this. Ronaldo takes no blame. Ronaldo this. He is part of that issue in terms of that. Then you have to say, has Ronaldo helped the team? Has he led that team? I don't think he has. I think, he's said some things maybe. People maybe haven't listened or for whatever reason haven't listened. We don't know what has been said. We don't know if Ronaldo's lying, which, there is form for that. I just think that United are no longer a team. It's very much a single effort, a single-minded approach. Bruno's trying to do everything on his own. Rashford's trying to do everything on his own. Cavani's just stood there hoping or running. Ronaldo's trying to do it all himself. There's not that team chemistry. There's not that unit. Whereas we saw last season, if Rashford was having a poor game, Greenwood would pop up. Martial would pop up. Cavani would pop up. Right? If McTominay was having a bad game, Fred would be semi-okay. If Fred was having a bad game, McTominay would be semi-okay. You had a unit. You had that team cohesion. You don't have that this season. It's no coincidence. The players you brought in, Varane, Sancho, Ronaldo. Well, it's not going to be Sancho causing the issues. It's not going to be. It's not going to be. It's not going to be Varane causing the issue. It's Ronaldo.
No, right. This is what I will say.
Wales
right?
seems to be the best counter-attacking team in England, and now that's all gone.
Okay, counter-attacking is not the way to be, Matt. Come on, every team knows that. It only worked because our front three was Martial, Rashford, and Dan James. Yeah, okay, that worked for that. Oh my God, Matt, that can only work for a certain amount of time, and then you cannot keep doing it because teams will learn from it. It did not work, because that's why we had to change. If it worked, right? If it genuinely worked, we would still be doing it right now, but we're not.
No, because we can't with Ronaldo.
Also different manager. Mustafa's on RJ's side. Bernardo Sose goated. It's unbelievable. Big up to Ravi. Big up to Ravi.
This is another point I want to say. Right, you have to understand. Right, our captain, our alleged captain, Harry Maguire, is probably the worst captain we've ever seen at this football club. There's no balance when it comes to leadership at this club, right? Yeah, sure, Ronaldo probably isn't the best one.
Up to Ronaldo.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But Maguire wears the strap. That's what happens, right? He is said to be the... Well, listen, right? That's what I'm saying. That's why in the summer, we need to get a player who can dominate that midfield and act like one. I'm not saying Ronaldo can't be. I do think so, but I think if we're going to have a captain, right, has to be someone who can dictate the midfield and or the defense, right? Because realistically, when you're an attacker,
be the captain, not Bruno.
Well, Bruno, no, I don't mind Bruno being the captain. I'm just saying I prefer Bruno just to focus on that midfield instead of the team's performance, if you know what I mean. So
he was focusing on that midfield quite well before Ronaldo came in.
Why are you just saying that? Like, just because of Ronaldo, everyone's saying shit. No, it's not true. Half of them are the most laziest bunch of lads I've ever seen on a football pitch. They cried about like training being at 5 o'clock for some reason. Like, okay, you get paid this amount of money.
Look, you're digressing. You're digressing. We'll get back to Middlesbrough in a second. But just quickly, would anyone sell Ronaldo in the summer?
No.
Yeah.
Kenny? Matt says yes. Well, depends on what, Kenny?
Depends
yes or no?
It depends how much. It depends how he finishes the season.
You're not going to get anything.
What the fuck do you mean? Cavani's going in the summer. Greenwood's never going to be coming back. If we sell Ronaldo, there's no more strikers.
Martial's coming back in the summer.
Okay, no, okay. I will personally.
Yeah, go on.
Have you considered trying Bruno in a false 9?
Then that means we have to get another player in midfield, which I don't think we're going to get.
What doesn't?
No, doesn't. You could promote Hannibal. You've got Donny.
Oh, yeah, actually,
Donny's coming back in the summer, isn't he? So you could, and if you look
actually,
at
actually makes a lot of sense to be fair. Actually,
if you look at the 2 top teams in England, Man City and Liverpool, both play with a false 9. A lot of the time, Liverpool play with Firmino up top in a false 9, which works so well with Salah and Mane, and it means that you can play with your 2 inverted wingers or inside forwards like Rashford and Martial, and Sancho can be there on the right wing as an idea, and Bruno should be able to operate that false 9 role quite easily. So I see no reason, and then don't forget you're probably going to have to buy a striker, obviously of the situation with Greenwood. So you're going to have to get one, aren't you?
I'm pretty sure we played Bruno false 9 before, and he actually done quite well. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I've seen you play. I've seen you play Bruno in a false 9 before. Did quite a good
could
job.
Work. It could work, but what I'm saying is that when it comes to summer, it's going to be the most crucial thing. It depends who we get as a manager, obviously, because if we get Posh, I mean, we might as well run through a fucking window at this stage because we're never going to win anything. But look, what I'm going to say is it depends on the manager and how the manager wants to go forward. Yeah, no, I backed Ollie because just because of what he's saying, because he got a second, Matt. He got a second. Jesus, mate. Especially with that team. I'm sorry. No other manager in that world. No, he literally Pochettino lost League One with PSG.
Champions League final.
He also lost League One to PSG, mate.
So guys, someone answer Ravi's question. Are United currently playing at their level with these players and manager? Do you think that there can be any more out of this team?
Yes. There's a lot more that should be coming out of this team.
There can be more, yes.
I know. I genuinely think one player that definitely will stand out in the next few weeks is Sancho. Sancho, since he's getting more game time, he will be a baller in this squad. Trust me.
Everton aren't getting relegated. Ronaldo in. I think Ronaldo.
If Everton get relegated, I'm gonna laugh.
The staff is slandered way too many, by the way.
I think Ronaldo should leave. I think it's the only way United will actually improve. Stop living in the past. And do you know what? There's a famous there's a famous saying: "Never go back." And do you know what? I've never seen a return go well. Never.
Okay, so you blame. How is it all Ronaldo's fault? I don't understand how you can all pan on Ronaldo.
I have never seen a return ever work. Never. Ever. I've seen it our goal where we wasn't amazing. What? Wasn't the same on me.
That was a good one, wasn't it?
It wasn't the same on me.
He was on loan for a season.
It wasn't the same. For me, there is that saying, never go back. And do you know what? I can totally see it now. Never go back, because it's always going to go, because you're never the same. And do you know what? I think United need to be proactive, get rid of Ronaldo. The ones I would clear out, I think you're going to have a huge clear out. So Henderson in goal, I think he'll have to leave. Wan-Bissaka, Maguire,
Shaw.
I would keep Shaw because I do think that he could potentially.
I want a new left back, man.
Well, you know, RJ, with the squad, with the team left, you're not going to have money.
I know we have enough money to spend.
No, left wing is not left back isn't a problem. So the ones I would get rid of: Henderson, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Fred. Or you could keep Fred as backup if you want. Matic, Mata, Lingard, Pogba, Ronaldo. Cavani's going. That's 10. I'd probably, at that rate, keep Martial, keep Donny. Depth, mate. You haven't got me. If I'm the manager,
we have Pellistri, Diallo coming back.
They're not
arguably they're better than Martial.
You
don't even know who Pellistri is,
right? Not Dallo. Ahmad, yes, back up to right wing. Martial, Rashford on the left. Want to fight for whichever, go for it. Right, Pellistri's a right winger, by the way, not a left winger.
I want Goddard to be given.
Then
I
you're going to
think, as
need
well.
a striker. So you're probably playing what? If we're going down this false nine, Bruno, then you're going to want to get another striker who can play false nine or a different type of striker. Then you're going to want, so you got a midfield of Donny. You're going to need two midfielders anyway. And then you're going to have McTominay, Fred as potential backups. Defense, I actually think you're solid. Actually, think Phil Jones is going as well, so that'll be 11. I think if you sell Maguire or can sell Maguire, I think a Varane-Bailly partnership works quite well. If I'm being honest, I think that.
As well.
Yeah, or Lindelof.
Yeah, Varane Lindelof is my preferred one.
I actually,
just so it's very consistent. That's all I will say.
yeah, but I think, has Bailly been given a chance with Varane? No. But Bailly's not even been given a chance with Varane.
But there's a reason, though. There's a reason.
No, there isn't actually.
Because his reputation does not live up to it.
You're right, RJ. The reason was he's just been at AFCON with Ivory Coast. With the idea of the traditional English, not traditional, now the new way of going about it, which is a very high line. Do you not think of having Varane and Bailly, two very quick centre backs who can cover themselves, is going to be the ideal destination for you guys?
I mean, we do have Twan David come back from Napoli as well.
Yeah,
I think
to be fair, who could be a bit experienced, judging how he's going to be playing constant European football as well with Napoli. So I mean,
I think he's going to go in the summer.
He could be, but I don't know. I think we should keep him. Sell Maguire for a bag of chips and some fish as well. I don't know, but whatever works, I guess.
Big up to Ravi who says smash the like button.
Actually quite good, you know.
Plessis don't even start for 19th place. Alvarez in La Liga, by the way. Plessis is.
They're 19th for a reason, right?
I don't think Plessis shit. I think there's a lot that. I think Plessis is one that we're going to have to just wait. You're going to have to wait a few years and actually see what he turns out. I think you should probably load him.
Internationally, he's such a baller, man.
I would probably if I'm
the friendly or
if I'm United, I'm probably loaning Plessis to a top League One championship side maybe, and just see what he does.
Scotland again.
Yeah, or Scotland.
Give him to Celtic.
That's basically League One. That's basically League One standard anyway.
Championship football.
It isn't, mate. I've seen
some of them teams.
No, Celtic mate, has quality.
Apart from Celtic and Rangers, there's no fucking team in the end.
Hearts, come on.
Oh, fuck.
It's a joke.
Argyle smash Hearts to bloody shreds. But look, I think Plessis, you're going to have to send him out on loan to a League One or a Championship club. See what he does. If he starts balling there, then you know his level's above that. Then you get him a bit higher and see where he goes. No point sending him to La Liga. There's no point because you don't know what it's pointless. But I want to move on because no one really wants to talk about Middlesbrough apparently. So let's talk about Burnley. Let's see if you want to talk about Burnley instead.
Thank you.
Matt, I'll start with you on this one. The first half was semi all right. I thought it was decent. I thought you probably should.
Ronaldo wasn't playing.
I think you probably should have been 2-0 up because I don't see any reason why that Pogba thing should have been a free kick to Burnley. I just don't see it. But what were your thoughts? Well, no, I can understand that one because Maguire is offside and then he's just blocked Weghorst for some reason.
No, it wasn't Weghorst either. It was fucking Rodriguez, I swear, wasn't it? Rodriguez wasn't.
It was Weghorst in the corner in the set piece. It was Weghorst. It was Rodriguez later on in the game. He was offside and then blocked off Weghorst, who was, I think, marking Varane or something like that. But that one I could totally understand. The Pogba one I just didn't really understand. But Matt, the first half, you weren't too bad, were you?
No, I played quite well. It was one of our best performances under Ragnick so far in the first half, I'd say.
Yeah.
And then second half, to be fair, it's not even Ronaldo's fault. We did concede just before he came on, but he didn't really do much when he did come on.
Do you think that you conceded because Ronaldo's influence on the bench? I'm joking. RJ, talk to me about the first half.
The week I come back and you're roasting Ronaldo in front of me, Jesus, you guys are fucking lovely, aren't you?
I can roast Roy Keane if you prefer. He's been Sunderland.
He rejected. No. He rejected a Sunderland job. I will let you know.
Sunderland
he's-
rejected.
No, he
He's
actually rejected it.
He wanted to protect his bromance with Micah Richards or Micah Richards. Sorry.
Oh, would they not let Micah Richards be assistant manager? That is a shame.
No, unfortunately not. No, apparently not. No, so that's why he rejected it. Do you know what I mean? So,
but anyway, first half of Burnley.
first half, look, we were energetic. That's something I haven't seen. When Matt said it was one of our best
Without
performances, I
Ronaldo?
agree. It was one of our best performances. Shut up, Matt. I'll ask for your opinion next time. No, joking. Sorry, that was super brutal. Sorry. So what I was saying was,
That was too.
yeah. So we were energetic. One of our best performances in the first half. I'd actually say Crystal Palace probably would have been our best one so far. But other than that, like I said, no, we were a very good team, to be fair. Second half, I mean, we just fell asleep, I guess. Maguire got sent back to wherever he came from. We don't know where that was. And yeah, we conceded a goal where people actually blamed David De Gea for that, which I don't understand how. But yeah, Ronaldo, he didn't get anything really in that game. Hence why he couldn't score. So, I mean, Matt, you can complain all you want saying that he can't, dribble past the entire Burnley team, So,
Doesn't really
look, we'll
make
see.
space for himself, or doesn't really move around at all.
I mean, he does make runs and he just doesn't get the ball. Simple as that. So,
That's not true.
So,
it's true.
right, you lot calm down. Kenny. Burnley.
Well, so just the first half of the whole game.
Just the first half. I want to get some positivity in for you lot.
I thought first half it was a really good performance. First half, I mean, Burnley one of the worst sides I've seen at games.
They
that first half.
statistically are the worst side in the league.
Yeah, they probably are one of the worst. Right. But I think with them,
The worst side yet, the best trans.
I think with us, we really, what the problem was, we couldn't finish on, didn't it? We had so many chances, especially Cavani. We had so many chances where we really should have finished. I think Cavani had a tap-in, and he also had two other chances which were like extremely close to being a tap-in. So,
Sorry, is there just quickly? Is there a way to fall in love with a car straight away? Just going off topic quickly. That looks fucking sexy. Sorry. Just thought I'd get that in.
There's that man who has sex with his car, doesn't he?
Jesus Christ,
Right.
Kenny.
He was on my yesterday.
Kenny, have you forgotten we're monetized by now?
No, but that's one that
I'm mature.
Yeah. Kenny's very mature. Morecambe fan says Aberdeen used to be good. Maybe go back in time and loan Palestri there. Give him the Sir Alex Ferguson experience. I don't think Aberdeen quite are the same as.
Well, to be fair, they do have Scott Brown, who's like a quality player.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
This fan base is so tapped, mate. It's not.
Yeah, you're
it's
one
not.
of the top ones, right?
Oh no, we do have a top.
You know stuff for what he does? He slanders Wayne Rooney. That's what he does.
Well, I mean, you rate fucking half the players that are fucking shite, mate. So I don't think coming from you
I
is
rate
good.
You rate Ronaldo, man.
Okay, so I rate the GOAT. Okay,
You rate
Matt.
Ronaldo.
Okay, keep crying.
You rated Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
I don't think I'd want a dead body starting this fucking front line right now, to be honest.
Yeah, I backed Ollie. Yeah. So what? What's your problem?
After we lost 5-0 to Liverpool.
I blame the players.
Matt.
Yes, I did not blame Holly. I blame the fucking players.
Right, and let's.
Have you lot stopped arguing now?
No.
Carry on.
You like, is the Queen a lizard? You think? I think the Queen's a lizard.
Shut up.
I swear, Kenny. Well, one day I'm just not going to invite Kenny. 1 week it'll be the best show we've had. But
100%.
Moving on. I you lot just keep arguing. Kenny, you literally slander your best players and rep the shit ones.
No, I don't. The only
You rep Martial, okay? Stop.
I used to rep Martial ages ago. Ages ago.
Everyone used to
You
rip
still did.
Martial.
You still
I
do.
repped Martial when he was good.
No, you
Everyone
repped
used to
him when
rip
he was so
Martial,
shit.
Arthur.
No, I repped him when he was actually
You're
a
repping
player who
Ronaldo
actually
with-
wanted. Yes, I rep Ronaldo because he's actually a good player, mate. All right.
Right.
You repped
Not
Ronaldo.
I rep Mike Cooper, the best goalkeeper in England. But right. Moving on. obviously you got a game tomorrow. You got Southampton. With Maguire playing centre back, James Ward-Prowse. We'll firstly go on the percentage of a chance of James Ward-Prowse scoring a free kick against you. RJ?
Probably 100%. Let's be
I was
real.
just about to say Maguire's playing centre back, so
Yeah. I heard you the first time now. Yeah, I know. 100%, scoring.
Kenny?
104%.
Yeah. Matt?
We can only go up to 100%.
I'm going to it tomorrow, so hopefully they're over some.
And now using your brain.
Ward price, 80.
Just
Maguire's-
watch United trade to say something like this.
Maguire's playing centre back.
The United training to say something. Like,
I've got to it for a remontada.
So just bear that in mind with your score predictions. But firstly, we've got to talk about what team you pick. RJ, would you make any changes? I would get a team builder up, but to be frankly honest, you haven't got a squad to pick from. Would you make any changes from the Burnley game?
If I can get a Maguire for Bailly, that's it. And probably no, actually, I'd keep it the same, other than take Maguire out.
Well, so you keep
So
Cavani
you
up
wouldn't
front.
start Ronaldo?
I don't know. I think maybe keep Cavani on. Actually, no. I'll start Ronaldo and bring Cavani on the second half if things don't go the right way, because I feel like Cavani's better coming on than coming off in a sense.
Yeah, well, I in a way I do sort of understand that logic, because Ronaldo is just really shocking when he comes off the bench because he's just in a mood, whereas Cavani does have that sort of maturity, you could say, of actually being able to. Yeah, maybe doesn't come off the bench in a mood. He just comes off to try and impact the game, like we did see against Newcastle and West Ham. So there is logic behind that. But yeah, what about you, Kenny? Would you make any changes from a team that's played on Tuesday or Wednesday? Whenever you played.
I'm looking at it currently. Yeah, Lindelof or Maguire, definitely.
Lindelof's not able to play, is he?
Yeah, Lindelof's back.
Oh, he's back. All right, well, I definitely put him in there.
Cavani's a difficult one because you'd have to play Ronaldo if you were to bench Cavani. But I think, based on what you guys have said, I think I would start Ronaldo for the first bit.
And then yank him off. I'd love to see Ronaldo be substituted. That would be.
I'd actually. I'd put Aaron Bissaka off the bench and into the reserves. That's what I need to see.
Just another change. He's just randomly kicking more players out of the very little squad you actually have got left.
Aaron Bissaka, you got to rate it.
Yeah. Matt, would you make any changes from a team that started against Burnley?
I'd like to see Alanga starting, Lindelof. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah? You'd keep Cavani up top then?
Yeah, I'd put Rashford on the bench, because I think he'd make a decent impact for the final 20 minutes or so.
So a front three of Elanga, Cavani, Sancho?
Yeah,
that's fair. Just talking of Sancho, he's slowly starting to get into a bit of form now. He's slowly starting to look like the player you bought from Dortmund. RJ, are you excited about what you're seeing from Sancho?
100%. I always knew he had this talent. I think obviously, yeah, like you say, you have to understand that. Look, coming from a slightly easier league, it's going to be a lot harder to adapt to the Premier League. But look, he's a baller. He's just he's going to be skilling players for the next 10 years. Let's be real. I do see a lot of potential in Sancho to be a very big player at this club. So, yeah, potentially that's I'd say 100%.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Question: what do United do to win games positively? There is no question.
Keep Maguire as far away as we can. That's all we need to do.
Start counter-attacking again.
No, oh my god, man, you're so.
I don't think with this squad or manager as a group, I don't think they will. I think if you gave Ralph Rangnick another year and then gave him players that weren't shit, like some half decent players, I think Ralph could probably do quite a decent job. But the players need to believe in what he wants, and I don't think this current Klopp
The players seem to hate him.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because
apparently,
I think it's because he's actually making them do work, which is unheard
well,
of.
not just that, but he's actually saying the truth. Like how
Yeah.
well, no, I don't know if it's truth or anything because like there's been many allegations saying like
RJ, think about it. What's Ralph got? Why would Ralph lie? What does Ralph earn or get from lying?
Oh no, I understand, but like when players like are saying like, "Oh, I didn't say this" or anything like that, you know what I mean?
Definitely did. They're just focused on their brand because
I know.
As we all know, at Manchester United, it's not. The players doing it for the club. It's all how can I impact my brand? Like that tweet that Rashford put up saying, "Ilanga, get your head up now," or whatever it is, even though he's literally in the dressing room with him. Like PR team doing a madness is what I think. And look, I like Rashford. I think he's got a bit
His
about him
paragraphs
that
are like really, really inspiring as well.
and look, I like Rashford. I do think there's a good player in there. I don't think the good player is being shown right now. I think there is that player in there. But he's really got to get a hold of his PR team and go, guys, you just make me look like a twat here. Like, Ilanga, get your head up now, or whatever it was. Or, I don't know.
Get that head out of your...
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. You're in the dressing room with him. Go and approach him. Go say, Ilanga,
I think
don't be down.
he did.
I'm shit as
He
well.
would have approached him as well.
Well, you don't need to do it twice, do you?
Yeah.
You don't need to publicly say, Ilanga, get that head up of yours or whatever it is. You know, it's shocking. It's stupid. Mustafa says our best lineup is Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Phil Jones, Telles, McTominay, Fred, Mata, Jesse Lingard, Charlie McNeil, Martial.
What, are you going to bring back Scholes and fucking Giggs with that lineup? What the fuck?
Martial, by the way, has got an assist in the La Liga game.
Congratulations. Question: what system or style suits Sancho? Sancho's a really interesting one because Sancho loves it. He likes the overlap. He does like because he likes to cut in. He likes being. And which is why I really don't understand what Shaw's doing, because when Sancho's playing on the left, Sancho wants you to go around him. He wants you so he can be inside. He wants that overlap, which I don't understand why Shaw doesn't. Shaw does the underlap for Sancho, where he does the overlap for Rashford, where actually Sancho wants the overlap, not the underlap. It just so I think Sancho enjoys a team that has the ball, that plays nice passing football, that controls the possession. A famous one would be tiki-taka. Kenny, don't disrespect Coach.
That's why Telles does very well, because he actually goes on the outside when they're playing with Sancho. When
but
he's
Kenny,
crossing.
Sancho, are United starting to see the best out of Sancho? Or anywhere near it?
I will admit, I have been one of his biggest critics, but I think recently, the last 2 games, he has been...
How are you criticizing Sancho?
Oh, I just call him that Bencho factor.
Can he criticize?
Why are you criticizing Sancho?
Because he's an idiot.
No, I criticized him before because
why?
Because Mustafa was pissing me off. But basically, that's fair though. But basically, I think Sancho
really.
Am I the only one that's confused?
Let me talk. I think Sancho in the last 2 games has been very, very good. It's not to see the best out of him. I just want to see it for a period of more games. So, that's really all I have to say on it. Really, if he keeps this up for more games.
Well, what was that?
Kenny, drop your Sancho agenda. You rep arguably the worst midfielder in United history. That is absolutely no way to talk about Tom Cleverley. But Matt, Sancho, what's your thoughts on Sancho?
Best player in the world.
Well, no, I mean as in the form we're starting to see. He hasn't had the easiest start, and anyone who has half a brain and listen to these shows and listen to Transfer Talk when Sancho was getting talking about, and I said he's going to need time to bed in because he's never played senior football in England, and I said you're going to have to give him time to adjust to the team. Why the hell are you using Liam's profile picture? I do not know. But Matt, Sancho, he hadn't had the easiest, but he's slowly starting to get there, isn't he?
Yeah. Starting to get better now. Still needs time though, because I think he can do better than he is now. So he can start getting assists, goals, more goals. Has he got an assist yet? Don't think so. But I think he can start.
He should have about five.
He's got one though, I think, as well.
He should have about 5 if your attackers knew A, how to stay on side, and B, how to finish.
What assists?
Yeah.
Oh, he got 0, but he was
He's had about, well, yeah, but you check the stat
I think that is true.
Check the stat of Sancho big chances
I
created.
said that is true.
I bet it's like 4 or 5 or something like that. But
I said that's true.
Mustafa says, for fuck's sake, no, I meant McTominay. Cleverly is definitely one of your worst midfielders in your history. And do you know what? This McTominay, look, firstly, he's being played out of position.
Tries his best every game.
Well,
I like McTominay, yeah.
McTominay's being played out of position. I think if you play him as a box-to-box squad player, because people forgetting Darren Fletcher wasn't the greatest midfielder of all time. He was pretty crap, right? But it worked for Fergie as a squad player. You know, he'd play understudy to either Ji-Sung Park, Carrick, Scholes, whoever, right? And they would all interlink. I think that's what McTominay is. I think McTominay is the perfect player to have around the team, sort of around the team that understands the club, because he talks the talk. He completely understands what being a United player is. He just unfortunately doesn't quite have that talent.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I agree with you. It's a good squad player.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even gonna dignify that with a comment. But before we wrap up, guys, I can imagine that. We've got Scott Brown here apparently. But before we actually do that, before we wrap up, score predictions, guys. RJ, we'll start with you. What's your score prediction for tomorrow?
I'm going to say a nice, optimistic 3-1 victory.
Okay. Kenny?
I think it'll be a lot West Ham. I think we'll make it 2-1.
2-1. Matt, what about you?
We never score more than 1 goal, so 1-0.
It's not a mad shout, to be fair. Not mad.
Atletico Madrid be shaking in the boots right now, like, jeez.
Do you know what? I'm actually somewhat. I haven't decided which game I'm going to do. If I'm going to do United or PSG, because PSG with Real Madrid actually looks like a banger. But do you know?
You do a dual one, couldn't you?
Probably. But I will honestly say that neither team are actually in form at the moment. You can't say United are in form, and Atletico have been shit all season.
Atletico absolutely got destroyed by Damashore, right?
Yeah, it's.
I think the way Atletico play doesn't. We will shit ourselves.
Oh no, no. Adama was literally built to play for the La Liga. That's literally his league now.
I think we're getting knocked out by Atletico.
I don't think we will be.
Well, I think
Sancho's going to have a bloody dance on their heads, man. Trust me.
I think
the way they play just doesn't suit the way we play, and we're fine.
It doesn't suit, so we'll beat them.
I think Atletico. I think it'll be a tough game, and they gave Liverpool a good game. They gave Liverpool a very good game at.
Arguably,
no, they played it. What they haven't digressed that much in a season. If they have, so have United. So you know, Kenny. United are 5th, being knocked out the FA Cup by Middlesbrough. Can't be Burnley. Don't try and say Atletico are being. Don't try and say Atletico are being shit when you can't even fucking beat Middlesbrough. Don't go there. Don't go there.
That's gonna be my alarm clock tomorrow.
There's different leagues.
Middlesbrough you're right. Middlesbrough would not get into La Liga. Yet they beat Manchester United on penalties, so don't go there.
Middlesbrough is a double.
Right, Ragnick will coach a 3-0 win, but Maguire and McTominay will make it a 1-1 draw. United are shit, and that's not Wolf, that's Cop. difference. But guys, we are going to wrap it up there. Before Kenny irritates me anymore. Before you do go, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. We'll be back tomorrow, 12:30. I'll be 12:15. Lunchtime kickoff for United Southampton. I'm not sure. I might do City versus Norwich City. I haven't decided yet, but I might do that one. It's undecided. But tomorrow night, 9 p.m, we're going through the best right back in the Premier League at the moment. We've got Trent, Cancelo, and Reece James. It's very stats driven. But to be frankly honest, you probably need to because they all pass the eye test. In fact, that's a question. Do you think any of them don't pass the eye test? Just quickly. I think they all pass the eye test, don't they? Reece James, Cancelo.
Yeah, you got Bissaka into there, I think.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I highly disagree too.
But Kenny, we employ Maguire. Stop embarrassing us. Kenny deluded is cop. Sue. Kenny woke up, man. Basically, Atletico are playing awful in a much worse league than the Prem, and Borough games shouldn't count as there are many cup upsets. Even Wigan beat the Centurions. You're right. You couldn't even beat Burnley. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, but I think it with Burnley, we just couldn't take our chances. I think to be fair, we might not.
What's the saying that Atletico you're going to take the chances against Atletico?
No, but what I'm trying to say is that Atletico are also a bad side. So it's not like people are saying that.
That's literally what I said. I literally said it's two really shit sides in poor form.
Well, I didn't hear you.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh.
I didn't hear
Kenny, you make me want to drink. You make me want to drink. But RJ, where can they find you before I turn to vodka?
Well, to be fair, I'm probably going to hit the pints too at that rate. But no, I'm. You can find me on YouTube, Robotic Jaguar, and all social medias as well. Simple as that.
Perfect. Matt, what about you, mate?
Just JWF, I think, on Twitter. I can't remember.
He's forgotten it.
And Kenny?
You can find me at Kenny on Twitter, Kenny Talks Footy on YouTube, and Kenny United fan on Twitch.
Wonderful. Get a bold Kenny pick, and Kenny is so bad at phrasing opinions.
Possibly.
True.
That is true, but still, like.
Well, at least he's on denial.
Well, no, Kenny, if you'd listened to me, I literally said two shit teams up against each other, which is why I'm not sure. When do you play Atletico? Do you play, who is it this
next? Just
what games are in the? Oh, you're playing Brighton this weekend. This week. Okay.
Oh, that's a 1-1 draw then.
Oh yeah, because the games are Sporting versus City or PSG Madrid. Oh,
PSG Madrid, man. Even though that Sporting game's gonna be a bang game though.
Do I do United Brighton or PSG Madrid? I think I know which one I'm doing.
Madrid.
I'm saying United.
PSG Madrid.
You're just gonna see Vinicius Jr. turn PSG into fucking mold.
I'm gonna do PSG versus Madrid. You know, I'm gonna.
Imagine if it's 0-0 now and United Brighton's like 4-4 or something.
Well, I'll have both games on because I have that one on, but the watch on will be of the Champions League game. The greatest competition there is. Also, just quickly, Super League, all of you for it? Yeah, I thought so.
No. Hold on. No.
To be fair, you might want to get to the Super League because you're not going to be in the Champions League again next season. But on that note, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.
We're going to win the Champions League.